Welcome to Peninsula.
Stopping all stations.
Change here.
Stopping all stations.
Airline chosen. Now arriving. Now arriving.
21 minutes.
Now arriving. Now arriving.
G'day everyone and welcome to another episode of the best railway podcast in Australia. Unofficially, of course.
Oh, that's a huge call, mate. I mean, I'd go as far to say as officially. Judged by us, that is. But here we are again, episode 6, and mate, how did we make it this far?
You tell me, I've got absolutely no idea. But, I mean, here we are with another mammoth podcast incoming. The almighty history returns with the hidden Red Hill line that does not get the credit it deserves.
It doesn't, and we are so looking forward to getting stuck into the Red Hill line. We've also got the news, which is back for another week, and there is a lot to discuss. We'll be covering all that we've missed over a little break with the transport news still coming in thick and fast.
Thick and fast indeed, and after that we have got another very tight quiz, I reckon. Heading down to Sunbury. I think we all know who's going to win that one. You? No, me. And then
we're winning that.
No. And then another segment bursts onto the scene with the New Year's railway resolutions causing havoc all around the system.
Oh, that one could turn some heads, but we're not done yet with our future analysis returning as we dive into the Melton electrification and facts to round out this edition of Stopping All Stations.
Wow, just like Josh Giddey dropping a triple-double on good efficiency, it looks set to be an elite podcast. Let's get stuck into it with the Red Hill line.
What a performance by Giddey, by the way.
Now arriving. Now arriving.
4 minutes.
Now arriving. Now arriving.
Just a short history segment today, but trust us when we say it's worth it no less. We're looking at the Red Hill line today, and let me say now, Max, it's a pretty interesting one.
Oh, it certainly is, mate. And it's a shame there's just such little evidence of it today. Pretty difficult to even have a look at, considering a large chunk of it is on private property. But let's take a dive into what the line was when it was around.
Absolutely. So the Red Hill line, it was opened on the 2nd of December 1921 as a spur line off the Stony Point line at Bitton. Running 16 kilometres down to the terminus at Red Hill, the line had stations at Balnarring and Merricks, two beautiful towns on the back of the Mornington Peninsula.
It would have been pretty cool to see it open. But mate, apparently it was a tough one to build in some of the hilly areas between Merricks and Red Hill, which, contrasted with the level land sections that were built with spades and wheelbarrows by 60 workmen and 6 horse teams.
Far out, spades and wheelbarrows. It really was a time before us. But It's interesting now. So why isn't it here today? So in the beginning, the line worked well, largely for transporting goods to and from Red Hill, greatly contributing to the development of the area. In the 20s, 30s and 40s, however, the line was massive for the peninsula.
Oh, it certainly was. I've been camping down there at Point Leo, which is near Balnarring, and Balnarring as well, and it is a beautiful spot. Obviously at the back end of where most people go on the Mornington Peninsula, it's kind of a little secret, but
it is. Point Leo is really nice, by the way.
Highly recommend it, guys.
Very nice.
Get down there. Like so many lines, however, it was the rise of the car and the truck that sadly led to the demise of the railway to Red Hill. By the late 1940s and into the 1950s post-war era, the goods that were once transported by train simply just became easier and more efficient to transport by road. And on the 29th of June in 1953, the line sadly closed.
A few more services ran down to Balnarring until 1956 for special events. However, in the years following, the line was dismantled, with many parts of the line sold off for private ownership. Today, sadly, there's very little left. A rail trail remains between Bitton and Merricks, which is a nice touch, but overall, there's really not much to see.
Yeah, that rail trail is pretty cool, but there's nothing left. If you go along and you find anything that's rail related, you've done well.
Yeah, absolutely. There's just such little left, and it is so sad because, sometimes you see those lines around the place, the old lines, and you see parts of them still there, but for the line to Red Hill, however, there's just nothing.
I know, and it's a bit of a what could have been, because that area could have grown as much as the other side of the Mornington Peninsula if that line was there. We just don't know, do we?
We don't know. I mean, to be fair, it is a very nice area. It's a bit niche. It's a bit different. Sort of a quiet contrast to the hustle and bustle of Rosebud and Sorrento. It's still nice though. So, yeah, it's a shame, but it's all worked out, I guess.
Oh, and hopefully soon, we can go and have a look at where the fantastic line was and used to run, and hopefully we can find something very cheeky, like a little, I don't know what we're going to find.
Absolutely, we definitely will be down there, mate. Now I reckon, though, it's time to head into the news.
It's news time now, and to start off, there have been some big news in the world of level crossings. The crossings at Mooralbark, Lilydale, Chelsea, Bond Beach, Edithvale, Hoppers Crossing and North Williamstown are now gone, and some spectacular designs have been found among them.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I've been lucky enough to have a look at some of them, and they all look awesome. I mean, the Level Crossing Removal Authority have done a good job. So, as the number of crossings removed approaches 60, I'm sure there will be even more to come, and that will be pretty insane.
Oh, there are some ripper stations and level crossings coming in 2022, and I'm very jealous that you've seen some of them, because I'm stuck in Queensland at the moment. I'm coming down to Melbourne, I promise you guys, but
Coming down soon.
I'm very jealous. In other news though, the Cranbourne line duplication is nearing completion, with a range of upgrades coming with it, and this will allow trains to run more frequently along the Cranbourne line instead of having to terminate at Dandenong, like they sometimes do. It's huge for the southeast, and perhaps as important is the fact that it opens the door for an extension to Cranbourne East and Clyde. I reckon that's a much needed project.
Oh, it is. I mean, an extension out there is absolutely huge. And to see that happen will be so awesome for the area. I mean, it's growing so quick with all the new housing estates. It's certain to happen soon. Anyway, down at Cranbourne, it's an exciting time. But now it's time to head over to the other side of the city, the other side of the Metro Tunnel, in fact, to the Sunbury line, seeing a Ben win in the quiz, I'm sure.
No, I don't want to hear that. That's rubbish.
All trains. All trains.
The quiz is back, and we're heading northwest this time to tackle the Sunbury line. And mate, with the scores for the quiz locked at 2 quiz wins each and a draw, this could be massive.
Oh, well, this quiz is absolutely crucial to win. I mean, it's a great line. It's a bunch of history, as you'll see in these questions, and a heap of future projects that, could stump us, could not. I don't think the future features in any of mine, but anyway, we'll see who's going to win. I think it's going to be
We will, and it'll be me, don't you worry about that. But, I mean, we didn't have it that high in our station ranking, if you remember back to episode 3. Now, line ranking, but that's okay because we're here now and we are ready for the Sunbury line.
Yeah, our apologies about that. And also, a disclaimer, we've both agreed that for the sake of simplicity, Sydenham, the old Sydenham, is as Water Gardens. That's a single station, and Albion and Darlington and Albion, they're also single. So they're closed predecessors or whatever you want to call them. That's the same station, just for simplicity.
Good call. We're time to get into it, and you can start us off with question 1.
All right, you ready? This one's a warm up, I think. What word is written on the wall of Water Garden Station?
See, this is a bit dodgy because I've never been to Water Garden Station. I've been past it, but I've never been. So I've never seen the wall. I'm gonna make a guess though, and I'm gonna suggest perhaps that the word is Sydenham. Final answer.
Oh, I've never been to the station. Yeah, that's bang on, mate. Well done.
Bang. Well, I haven't been, but come on, it's obvious, mate. Don't you be giving me stuff like that. Come on.
Oh, shut up. Come on, you gotta warm yourself up, okay?
Good warm up. Well, I think this will be a warm up too. Because my question is similar. So, in what year was the St Albans line electrified to Water Gardens? Silence.
2002, I believe.
Final answer.
Yeah, final answer.
Bang! Nice easy start. There we go. It's 1-1
That's
straight
lovely.
away.
That's lovely. That's lovely. Now,
Just easing
I'm-
ourselves into it, you know?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna follow up with the number 2 now. Also has St Albans in the question. It's different. It's different. So how many years was St Albans the terminus of electric suburban services?
Okay.
Now, if you guess both years, you get a point as well.
So,
It started
okay.
and ended.
So, it ended in 2002, as we know.
Yeah.
I think it started, because I was doing some digging for questions, I feel like it started terminus of electric in either 1921 or 1922, which was around the time that the whole network was getting electrified.
Interesting.
Now, which one is the question?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm going to say it was 1921. So that would make it 81 years. And that is my final answer.
It ended in 2002, as you said. And now, as my question said, which is convenient.
Yes.
But it ended in 1937. Oh, I'm joking. It's 1921, and you've gotten 2 points.
Yes!
Well done, Ben.
Come on. Get in there. Happy with that.
Beautiful.
Very
Beautiful.
happy with that. More than happy with that.
More than? Oh, boy.
That
No, you should be.
that is a good get from me.
That's a good
I
get.
mean,
That's a
I was
good
having
get.
a look. Yeah, I was having a look and I saw, 1921. It was just stuck in my memory, obviously. So
Stuck.
happy with it. But mate,
That's
stuck, sticky. Okay, let's go on to my question too for you, mate. So, which Sunbury line stations between Footscray and Sunbury have more than 2 electrified metro tracks running through or past them? Which ones?
God. So, which station, sorry? From?
So, which Sunbury line stations, inclusive of and between Footscray and Sunbury, have more than 2 electrified metro tracks running through or past the
More
station?
than. Okay. Footscray, inclusive. Might have tried to sneak me out there, but Footscray does. Middle Footscray, that's got 2. I think. I hope. I believe.
Has it got 2 or
Now,
more than 2?
West Footscray, I'm not too sure, because it's got 3 platforms. Yes. But do they all run through? Well, I mean, by running through, do you mean to the next station or 3 platforms? 3 metro platforms?
I mean, does it have 3 tracks that in the station, through or past, that are electrified and are used by metro trains? That's the question, mate.
I'm going to say West Footscray. I'm going to
Sure.
give a miss to Totten Bacon.
Oh.
That wasn't funny, Max.
No, well, I didn't find that particularly funny. Don't know if you did.
Thanks. No, I didn't. Now, Sunshine. Sunshine's the interesting one. I'm going to skip it for now.
Oh.
So we've got 2. I'm going to say Albion is a no, because there's 2. I'm going to say St Albans is a no. Guinness is a no. Oh boy.
Ooh.
Water
This is a
Gardens.
tricky bit now.
Water Gardens is another tricky one, isn't it? Yeah. Skiller Plains is 2. Oh, Diggers Rest 2, Sunbury 2. So Water Gardens and Sunshine are the 2 dodge. And you stuffed me up here.
I see. I might have. Well, let's see what you say. Let's see which ones you settle with in the end.
So I think all 3 platforms at Water Gardens are used for some terminating. Could be wrong.
It doesn't matter if the trains terminate there. It's about, do the electrified tracks, are they there? And do they are they at the station, basically?
Yes, I'm going to
How
say
many are
Water Gardens is, it might be a mistake, but I don't care. So that's 3. And Sunshine is the only one. Is it? Are you going to tell me? You're not going to tell me.
I'll tell you at the end when you answer the question.
Okay, I'm going to...
And I want the names, because the question is which Sunbury line stations.
Yeah, so Footscray, West Footscray, Water Gardens. And I'm not going to say Sunshine because there are a lot of V lines going through there, and there's only 4 platforms. And from recollection from going there, yeah. So there's 3 stations, those 3. Footscray, West Footscray, Water Gardens. Lock it in.
Perfect. Lock it in. Well, let me run through the stations that there are. So, first off, Footscray. Well done. That's not the hardest one in the world, is it, mate?
No, it's pretty
You got that. You'd be happy with that. You know, it's a good start. It's an easy start, but it's a good start. We've got West Footscray, the 3rd platform, obviously added as part of the Metro Tunnel project, which is very nice. Might see a few terminating services there. We'll just have to wait and see. After that, we have Water Gardens. Correct. Well done, mate.
Ooh.
Well done.
Ooh.
But there is one more. Sunbury has 3 tracks, including a middle track that runs through in between the 2 outside ones.
I thought about it and I just looked over it. You flog.
That was close.
That's all right.
I'll give you a mark for that. I mean, I won't give you the full, but I'll give you one
pity
because
marks.
that's decent.
Pity marks.
Pity
We
marks.
love the
Pity marks, exactly.
Alright, so it's 3-2 going into question 3. Now your question 3, which is it's a 50-50. So you've been nice here. Which is a higher number? The amount of bus routes serving Sunshine Station, or the amount of stations on the Sunbury line, excluding Southern Cross, so past Southern Cross?
That is tough.
Which
that is tough.
Higher? Oh
Okay,
yeah.
so let's count the stations. I think that's a good start.
Oh, it's a great start.
I'm not going to count bus routes because I don't know the bus routes at Sunshine Station. So let's go. So we have got North Melbourne. Are you counting South Kensington?
Doesn't matter. Up to you, mate. You can count South Kensington or not.
I mean, which
It
is
doesn't-
more? So
it
maybe
doesn't
that's
affect
a
the
little
number.
indication. Doesn't affect it. Okay.
It's
So
more-
we
it's
won't
less
count
or
South
more than-
Kensington.
Yeah.
Won't count.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll base it off the map. The map doesn't count South Kensington on the Sunbury line, so we're not going to. So we've got North Melbourne, Footscray. Good start. We got Middle Footscray. We got West Footscray. We got Tottenham. Totten Bacon. We've got Sunshine. We've got Albion. We got Ginnifer. We got St Albans. We got Keilor Plains. We got Water Gardens. We got Diggers Rest. And we have got Sunbury. Okay, so that's 13-ish. 13, 14 by my count. I think Sunshine Station, and we've been there. We've both been there. We went there last summer. And we did see the bus interchange, didn't we, mate?
I think we did.
We did. I'm going to say that there is more stations on the Sunbury line than there is bus routes at Sunshine Station. Final answer.
Oh, final answer. Now, Ben, we were correct in 13 stations, or South Kensington dodgy. However, my friend, there are 15 bus routes that serve Sunshine Station.
Oh.
And I'll name them for you. 400, 408, 410, 216, 220, 429, 903, 400 again, but it's a different route, apparently. 420, 422, 427, 428, 456, 471, and 941. So there you go.
Wowee. That is a lot of bus routes, isn't it? Far out.
It's a bit of a flex
I
from
mean,
Sunshine.
not like you could tell me much about the routes, could you?
Oh no, I could not tell you where they go.
No.
Nor
neither.
would I care
That's
because
okay.
I don't live in the area. No offence, but that's alright.
That's okay. Well, that was a good question. I know there's a lot. Didn't know there was that many. So,
That's
fair play, mate. Fair play. Now, I've got another one here, and it's an interesting one. So, it takes in the whole Melbourne metro network. How many stations are further north than Sunbury on the Melbourne network?
You're kidding. Oh, God.
Oh, this is payback for that upfield question, mate.
Yeah. I feel that. I feel your pain. Okay. So, are there any obvious ones?
Is there? I don't know.
Oh, God. Are there any obvious ones? Okay, I'm going to say Mernda is more north.
Okay.
I'm going to say... yeah, that's it.
Just Mernda you're going to go with? Is that what you're going to go with?
I don't know. Because, like, Sunbury is so far out, but it's northwest.
It is northwest of the city.
And so I feel like Craigieburn is close. I just don't know.
Mm.
I've got no, like, expertise here.
I'll give you something. It is a tough one. It isn't easy.
Oh, thanks.
So...
Like, that
no
really
worries.
helped me. That really helped
No
me.
worries. No worries. I hope so. I'd like to give you little hints. So, are you gonna go with just Mernda, or are you gonna include any others?
Should I?
Should you? Oh. It's a good question.
I don't know. Let's have a look at the facial expressions right now. And is this a trick question? Is it only one? I'm gonna lock in just.
Could be
Mernda.
more.
I'm gonna lock in just Mernda.
Could be less. Who knows?
I'm gonna do that.
Just Mernda?
Yep, just Mernda.
Lock it in?
Lock it in.
Sure. That's locked in. Now, mate, you said it could be a trick question whereby there was only one station for the North and Sunbury on the Melbourne Metro network. I mean, it is a bit of a trick question because there are 0 stations further north than Sunbury on the Melbourne network. and Mernda is one of those 0 stations. So there are no stations further north than Sunbury on the Melbourne Metro network. Bad luck, mate.
Good question, Ben.
That was tricky. That was naughty. That was very tricky.
Just curious, you know how close it was?
Yes, I do. So the way I sort of did it was check the latitude.
Yeah.
And I just had it before. It looks as if Sunbury is about, I think, 37.6. Oh, no, sorry, 37.58 or something. Mernda is 37.6. So it's not much. And Craigieburn is up there too.
Yeah.
Craigieburn is up there too.
Oh, God.
But that was an
kidding.
iffy one, mate.
You're kidding. Oh, fair enough. Stingy one, fair enough.
It was stingy, but...
Well, I gave you a bad
win.
one back. That's alright.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay.
Question 4, 3-2 to you. 3-2? Yeah.
I don't know.
To you.
We'll work it out after.
According to an... Okay, question 4 for you.
Something like that.
According to an RACV survey taken by 24,000 people, what is the best station and worst station on the Sunbury line between Footscray and Sunbury?
Oh.
Based on convenience,
Now,
safety,
there was a
comfort
time...
and access.
Yeah, this was the... Yeah, we were into this like a few months ago. During the lockdown, we had a deep look into this sort of ranking.
Yeah.
And we weren't happy with some of it. But that's okay. So, I reckon the best station has got to be one of the new ones. It's got to be St Albans or Ginnifer. And I reckon the worst... I reckon the worst would be... Oh, gee, there's a few contenders. Hate to be rude.
It was close.
Something.
It was close.
Okay, best. I'm going to go St Albans. That's my best.
Nice.
And as for the worst... Okay, let's run through the contenders. Albion is poor. I'll be honest. I think Tottenham as a station... I mean, the yard there is really cool.
Oh,
But the station itself is very average.
Can agree with that.
And then you've got West Footscray, which is nice now at least. This is not including South Kensington, is it? Just to double check.
Oh, no.
Yeah, good.
We
'cause
all
I
know
think we'd
that's the
the
worst
winner there.
station. Yeah. No
Yes.
offense, but you're terrible,
I'm
South
gonna-
Kensington.
I'm going to go, believe it or not, with Albion final answer. So St Albans best, Albion worst.
The worst is, with a 4.8 out of 10, is Albion. Well done. Well
Oh,
done.
get in there. It is shocking. Like, the mill
it
next to it
is.
is so cool, but it's such a shame that Albion just has to be there.
Please upgrade
Just a stain
someone.
on the-
Please.
Please,
Please.
please.
It has so much
please,
potential.
Please, 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 please.
And
That'd be so
but
nice.
The best station with the rating is 7.4 out of 10. Is one of the new ones, but it's Guinevere.
It's Guinevere.
Oh, it's close. It's very close. But Guinevere just knocks it out.
Just
Hey, you got
off.
one.
Just off.
You've done
I'll
well.
take that.
You've got one.
I'll take that. It was one of the two, and I just sort of thought St Albans maybe. But
You
anyway,
stuffed it, mate.
anyway, that's okay. Thanks, mate. That's okay. Now I'm onto a future one here, so we'll see how
here
you
we
go
go.
on this. So, based on the way the rail system will operate after the Metro Tunnel is built, at which stations could I change at for a train to Richmond if I was on a Sunbury train?
Oh God, what is this? What is this?
So I'm heading into the city. I'm going to the footy. I'm going to Richmond Station, watching the Mighty D's play, and I'm on a Sunbury train. Yeah.
Yep.
Where do I have to get off if I want to go to Richmond Station?
You can get off at Sunbury.
What are you on?
I'm joking. So you're gonna have to get off at. Oh boy, you don't have many options.
And this can include even options which might seem a bit counterintuitive. I still want to hear it. So even if it means you have to go back, for example, I still want to
I'm
hear
going to say Sunshine is one. Oh, but you can't get on a V line at Sunshine, so that I'm going to take that option back out. I thought you were being sneaky there, and if it is,
No.
fair play. I've stitched
Ooh.
myself, but you know, that's all right. You could get off at Albion, take a freight train to Craigieburn, and then. No.
I'm looking for direct trains to Richmond. Direct.
Footscray. You've got it. There has to be Footscray in there. Is that it? You could jump out the train at the right time and land on South Kensington's platforms. You could, as you're entering the metro.
Hypothetically,
Hypothetically, if you're Superman.
if you got hops like Josh Giddey, mate.
Oh yeah.
Just
true.
saying. I'm just putting it out there.
Yeah. Footscray. Oh, niche options. Gee, this is a toughie. Fair play for this. West Footscray. No. I don't know. I've not.
So think about where the Sunbury line will go once the Metro Tunnel is built. I'll give you that clue.
Yes. I'm gonna say West Footscray. I don't know why, but I have an inkling.
Yep. So you're going to go West Footscray?
Oh mate, this is just battering on the bush. I don't know. What do you reckon, Ben?
What do I reckon? Well, I'm happy
Yeah.
to tell you if you're prepared to make West Footscray your final answer.
Okay, well that was a good confident suggestion from you, so I'm gonna say it's not West Footscray. I'm just gonna say Footscray. I don't. Fair play if there's anything else that's a viable option, but I'm not sure. I'm gonna say Footscray, because where else would you change for a train?
It's an interesting one, isn't it?
Yeah, lock it in. Just Footscray. I don't know.
Okay, it's locked in. Now, I'm a bit disappointed in you there, mate, that you were considering West Footscray, considering
No,
it's on
no.
one line that
No,
goes through
no,
the
no.
Metro Tunnel.
No,
But anyway, you didn't pick it. So let's go through it. So Footscray is one. You can change to a train to Sandringham from Footscray, because
Nice.
the Werribee and Williamstown line trains will run through to Sandringham via
Yep.
Flinders Street. The other options, however, State Library Station, you could change to
Oh my
a
God.
Melbourne
Are you kidding
Central
me?
City Loop train
Oh, you
on most
bastard.
likely the Frankston or Burnley loops. You could change at Town Hall at Flinders Street to a number of trains if you change at Town Hall to a Flinders Street train. And last but not least, you could change at Caulfield if you really wanted to stay on the train for a while and change to a Frankston city-bound train. So those are the 4. I can't really give you any marks there, mate.
No, I don't deserve marks. That's annoying. You're annoying, Ben. You're annoying.
That's a bit of an oversight.
I'm not onto it today. I'm not on it.
That's okay.
But anyway,
Okay.
You're still winning 4-3 heading into the last question. Question 5. How many stations since their opening have had their name changed after Footscray? How many? And if you name them all perfectly, you can get an extra point. Last one.
You absolutely love these ones.
Oh, yeah.
And I should have seen it coming.
It's the go-to.
I should have seen it coming. So, now, I was looking at a Wikipedia article, and it said that one was changed. I forgot which one, though. So that's not a good start. I've got no clue. I've got absolutely no
There's at least one. Just to let you know. No
Oh,
tricks
thank
here.
you.
Like you. I'm not that guy. Oh, there's none. The answer's 0.
Okay. Let's think. I don't know. I don't know enough. I reckon Tottenham might have. Albion. We're counting that as Albion to. So,
Yeah.
2. There's at least 2 there, and Syndham. Keilor Plains, nah. Diggers Rest. Oh, Diggers Rest might have. I swear Diggers Rest might have.
Interesting. Very
5,
interesting.
lock it in.
5. Interesting.
5.
And so, what are those 5?
Listen, I'd prefer not to disclose that information, Max, but no.
No.
I will. So, if I had to choose, I'd be picking Tottenham, Water Gardens, Albion, Diggers Rest, and got a feeling Middlefootscray might have.
An inkling.
I'll go Middlefootscray. Just an inkling.
Well, Ben, this has impressed me. It was 5, so there's your point.
Yes.
It's an incredible guess.
Was I far off with the
A few
stations?
you were far off. A few. So it was West Footscray was originally Footscray West. Dodgy one.
Oh, wow, mate. That is a groundbreaking change, isn't it?
Now, Sunshine, I'm surprised you didn't get this one. Braybrook Junction. That's fine.
Oh, I have heard that. Yes, I have heard that.
And then the Albion Darlington for Albion and Keilor Road for Water Gardens. Or Sydenham, whichever one.
Oh, so wait, you counted that as 2?
Or, no, I'm just saying Keilor Road was the original name.
Yeah.
That has been
okay.
changed. And
Yeah.
Diggers Rest is the most dodgy name change of all time. It opened with no space between the 2 words, Diggers Rest. But hey, it's a name change.
Oh, well, I did say that. So I'll
So,
take it.
1 point there.
Yeah. 1 for me. I'll take that. That's okay. So for my final question, yeah, we caught that. But onto your final question, mate. And I don't think you can win anymore, which is a bit of a shame, but I'm not complaining. Anyway, so which happened first? The closing of White City Station between Tottenham and Sunshine, or the opening of Gennifer Station?
Well, how the hell am I supposed to know this, Ben?
Well, you're the history man. You've been out this line, and you would have, discussed both of these things.
Yeah, but I'm not Jesus, like I usually say. When I say I'm not Jesus, I usually get it right. So let's give that trick a go.
Exactly.
So,
well, considering you've discussed this before.
is it close?
Yes, it is close.
Is
Which
it
is a bit dodgy.
3 days between them?
It's not 3 days, no.
Give
It's
you
not
no
that
inkling
close.
of help.
It's over a year.
So which station opening?
Gennifer.
I'm gonna say White City. I'm going to say White City. You know why? Because I feel like Ginnifer opened relatively recently, maybe the 70s or 80s. I feel like White City wasn't around in the 80s. I feel just have an inkling. I mean, if it's wrong, it's wrong. I don't care. I've lost. I'm sad. But I'm going to lock in.
But let's get some consolation. And it's not a big loss either. Because
White
you've
City-
got it. Well done. Well done.
Yes.
Well done. I'll give you that. So White City closed on the 4th of October 1981. Ginnifer Station opened on the 31st of October 1982.
Oh, well, there was a bit of an educated guess that wasn't so educated that I got right, but I mean, we'll take it. We'll take it.
I'll give you that. No, that's good. That's good, mate. Well done for you. Go you.
Oh, anyway, you win that.
You'll take
3-2 to you. Congratulations. I reckon you deserve that. That's great.
Thank you.
But
Thank
hey,
you. I'll take that. That was some good questions. That was a
There
good
was,
quiz.
was some banging questions, but now we've got our new segment, the New Year's Railway Resolutions.
Oh, let's go into it.
All change. Welcome to change.
Onto our new segment, and we're taking a look at some New Year's railway resolutions. Now, the way we're going to do this is we're going to run through some things that we would like to see happen on the metro system. Now, there's going to be some interesting ones. There's going to be some funny ones. There's going to be some serious ones. But it's going to be a real range, like our station renaming push a few weeks ago, which was fun. That was fun. But there'll be a few serious and a few funny.
Yeah, so we got some dot points here, and to start off, Metro 2 plans further researched or released. Like, seriously, come on, let's get it going.
Yes.
I love this idea.
We would love to see just a bit more in terms of Metro 2. Now, there's obviously a lot going on, but Metro 2, massive project, huge project. It's going to be big, and would like to see just a little bit more sort of direction as to where that project is heading.
Oh, yeah, exactly. It'll be huge. And well, this one's suited to your side of the city. What do we have for the next one?
So, I would like to see an actual train running between Caulfield and the city. Now, come on, Metro. How long does it take you to make buses replacing trains between Caulfield and the city? Now, it was ages running to Burnley. Now, if you're going to do that, run some buses from Brighton Beach to Moorabbin. Okay, now that's the other thing. Now, I'm sorry, I sound like, I'm going off here, but come on. They can do a bit better, I think.
Frankston Land customer.
Shut up. I'm just saying they can do a bit better.
I agree, because obviously I'm not a Frankston Land customer, but I can see why that would be pretty frustrating. With Metro Tunnel works, I assume, for the most part.
Yeah, it is. Well, at least we can just use the Sandy line, which is nice. But, yeah, it's not too bad. But still, get the trains running.
Now, the next one is an interesting one. It's for me to come back to Melbourne.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, well, that's happening. That's happening in a couple of weeks, so don't you worry. Moving back for uni and more trainman stuff. We're gonna hit 10K this year, guys. Subs.
Uni, jeez, which uni are you going to, mate?
No comment.
Oh, science secret. Here we go. Nah, good stuff, mate. Good stuff. It'll be good to have you back. Now, on to the next one. Now, we would like to see 10-minute frequency on all the major lines. Now, this is so huge. Especially when you look at the Sunbury line, for example, one that we just did. The Werribee line has got it, or usually got it. But we would like to see 10 minutes all day, every day, including weekends, running on the lines. Now, it just gives so much freedom and incentivises travel on the lines so much more. So, let's get that going, PTV.
Let's come halfway. We'll say 15 minutes all day. Sunday services, 15 minutes. We'll come
10
halfway.
minutes. It's hard to express how useful the 10 minutes is. Even on Saturdays and Sundays and in the middle of the day, it gets used so much on the Frankston line. It's crazy. And I'm not saying, I don't think, for example, Hurstbridge probably doesn't need a 10-minute service all day, every day. But I'm talking like the core of all the lines. So we've got Dandenong, Ringwood, Frankston, they have it now. Let's get Craigieburn. Let's get Mernda.
Yes.
Let's get Hurstbridge. Or not Hurstbridge, but let's get at least a sort of Eltham type area, and let's get that going.
Yeah, I think I can see where we're getting at. More services. Get them going. We love that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, full system duplication approved. I mean, yes. Just yes.
Well, if you want the 10-minute frequency, you got to get the duplication.
Exactly.
Exactly right. It'll be huge if that gets done.
And pretty cool for the system as well, because it'll be internationally world class, you could say. I mean, we still have a few single track sections which should be duplicated. I mean, the bloody butterflies
Absolutely,
at
they
Montmorency.
should.
Come on. Move.
The butterflies at Montmorency, mate. Far out. That was a story and a half, wasn't it? And you've got the next one too.
Oh, upgrade. So we've got a few upgrades. Upgrade the dump station, South Kensington. No offense again. Also Jacana, Albion. Just at least the few ones that not many people like and definitely need them. I mean, South Kensington just does my head in. Does my head in.
It does. They've just got to, something. They can do something, I'm sure.
It is that close to the city, and it is just that station. But anyway.
It is shocking. The other one, Platform 14 at Flinders. Now, what's going on? We all like to talk about it. I mean, we do at least. And we like to see, sort of just that mystery. It doesn't get used, it's just sitting there underneath, hiding away. What's going on? And maybe if they could get some upgrades to it. I know it's a really narrow entrance, which is probably what's prohibiting it from being used. Could it get some use? It'd be nice to just know something about what's going on.
I mean, it's just, like you said, it's just sitting there gathering dust. It is such a cool little secret that not many people know about, and that's because it's not used, like you said. And I think as we see increased services across the next couple of years, it should be used. I mean, Flinders Street's not going to grow that much as a station. Obviously the Metro Tunnel, but I think Platform 14 could be really handy in the future.
I think so too. It would be a big addition at Flinders Street Station.
Beautiful. And then, well, Stopping Off Stations getting 10 Apple podcast reviews. That's a plug if I've ever seen one. But guys, if you like the podcast, give it a rating. We'll highly appreciate that. That'd be awesome. Give us a message if you have a suggestion or just anything really.
Yeah, we love feedback, whatever type. Just let us know anything. I think we had a few Apple podcast reviews, which was so nice. We do like them. Make sure it's 5 stars, of course. But give us anything, message, comments, whatever you like.
Oh yes. And then the next one, station patronage numbers last year and this year.
Ooh.
COVID numbers. I would be so interested to see this, and I wonder if they even recorded it, because
yeah.
I mean, I can't imagine.
I think they would through
got.
Mikey. Yeah. No. What we thought the numbers? Imagine the Stony Point line, mate. Far out.
Oh god, three passengers.
Yeah.
And we're due.
Yeah. No, we do like having a look at them, and it's gonna be interesting to see which stations rise to the top.
Oh, it will be. And then, well, for the next ones, we actually got some entrances from some stations across the network. They sent in some letters and some wish lists. First of all, we got some. South Kensington has sent one in, and he wants, or he or she or whatever, that they want deforestation at Tacoma. Now, why would they want that? Because it's such a beautiful station. I mean, without the trees, Tacoma is a terrible station. No offense.
Yes.
But it is
the trees
not
make
the greatest
Tacoma.
facilities, but it is beautiful. But that's okay.
It is.
What about East Richmond? John Cena.
East Richmond Station. Well, they just want some recognition. Anything. Just a train, please. Something for East Richmond.
No chance.
They don't get much there.
No, they don't.
Does it exist? I mean, it's a tricky one.
Exist. You go there and take a photo and send it in. There's no chance it'll come up.
No, it just won't.
You're living a dream. And then the final one, North Williamstown, the nearly open station. They want shorter benches. Now those things make Ben look like a tiny size. I don't know what's going on there with that, but the benches are ridiculously high. I mean, if you've seen photos of them, I'm not sure what's going on there.
Yeah, I mean, don't think it makes me look tiny size, mate. That's a bit too far. But they are big benches from what I've seen. So
I didn't write the script. I didn't write it.
Oh, I think you did.
Ah, no, it wasn't me.
Okay, well that does us for the New Year's railway resolutions, and we'll get something up on our Instagram. I think there'll be something there already. Let us know what your things that you want to see across the network are, and see if you agree with some of ours.
Oh, please do. This segment might come back in a different form because that's pretty fun to have a look at what we want to see this year. But now,
Exactly.
what's happening next, Ben? We are looking at an electrification of.
We're going into the future and looking at Melton electrification. Let's go.
Now arriving. Now arriving.
4 minutes.
Now arriving. Now arriving.
For a bit of a look into the future today, we're headed out west to a line that's already there and recently been duplicated, in fact. It's one of Melbourne's fastest growing areas, and we'll be covering electrification of the rail line to Melton.
That's right. The area between Deer Park and Melton has experienced significant growth over the last 20 years, and over the past 10 in particular. Melbourne alone has seen a 5% increase in its population year on year, along with Cobblebank, Rockbank and Caroline Springs all growing just as fast too. The Ballarat line diesel service has become simply just not enough to cater for all these people needing to commute to Melbourne, and then they're a part of Melbourne. They need an electrification.
Absolutely they do. They really do. And it hasn't gone unnoticed either. For years now, extra services have been running from Bacchus Marsh to Melton into the city. But it's only recently that the upgrades have really ramped up. The Ballarat line upgrade, finished only last year, included upgraded stations right across the line, a new station at Cobblebank, and perhaps most importantly, duplication to Melton.
Hey, Cobblestone, that looks like a good station. No,
Cobblebank.
but you're right.
Cobblebank.
It's pretty big, mate. And I think we can safely say that what is next for the line, I mean, we can see what's happening, and that's an electrification, surely. Metro trains running frequent trains to Melton, along with more stations. They need more stations up there, because that area is just going to explode as soon as we get a metro line up there. And we'll just see what happens in the future.
Absolutely.
The plans at the minute for the extension, they're planned. They're planned for Melton. It's exciting stuff. It's a project that I'm sure will be done in the next 10 years, you'd hope.
Yeah, you'd say so. And when the metro tunnel opens, hopefully it's not too long after that. It's some really cool stuff, mate. And now we're heading to some more cool stuff. It's time for our facts from around the world.
Onto our facts from every corner of the globe. Well, I mean, 2 corners in this instance. And I've seen your fact, and it's a pretty good one today. I'm impressed.
Yeah. I mean, I'm happy with mine, and your one too. It's a banger fact, isn't it? So I'm pretty pumped, and I'll start off, mate. So today we are headed back to Russia. Now this is my second Russian one, but this is a pretty unbelievable fact, and I reckon it's worthy of heading back to Russia. So in Melbourne, we're used to Metro 2 referring to the proposed rail tunnel underneath the city from Clifton Hill to Newport. Yeah, Max?
No, right, Max.
No. Ooh,
No.
Yes. No. It is.
Oh,
It
Of course it is.
It is. So, in Moscow, however, under Joseph Stalin, plans were put forward for a Metro 2 of their own. This being a secret underground metro network, completely separate from the one Moscow had at the time. While the story is still clouded in mystery, there is as many as 4 different secret lines running under the city.
Far out.
The system
That's
is
insane.
said to have been built during the 1950s and 60s at the peak of the Cold War, and apparently it's still there today, deep below the busy streets of Moscow.
Wow. Just wow. That's a bit bonkers from my mate Stalin there. I reckon we might die, but I reckon it should be our mission to go and find them one day, or at least go and ask without getting kidnapped. That would also be a mission.
That is playing with fire there, mate. That is
I'm not even
going to
kidding.
be
That
very
needs-
hard to do.
That needs to be discovered, because if that's actually true, like that's ridiculous. That's amazing.
Yeah, I know. Completely agree. Well, there's been some people who've gone looking for it, and they've found some stuff, apparently. So it looks as if, based on a few sources, there's sort of one line which is more confirmed than the others. And yeah, it's pretty cool.
Well, you'll see us there in 10 years. Bodies on the floor. No.
In a Russian jail. No.
Anyway, my fact is a quick one. We're moving to Popeland and the Vatican City. The Vatican City, which is host to the shortest national railway network in the world. How short, you ask?
Wow.
It is a massive 300 metres. Like, you could walk that in a minute or two. Like, that's how short it is.
Yeah, that is tiny. Not much at all in the Vatican there.
I mean, it's a branch line off the Rome railway system, travelling a big viaduct into the Vatican station.
Gee, that is pretty good indeed. I mean, imagine catching a train to the Vatican. That would be pretty damn cool.
I mean, you'd be sitting next to the Pope, and he's like, "Here you go, mate," and then he off to wherever he goes.
G'day, Popey. How are we?
It is pretty weird. But this will all go on the list of places we need to go to, I reckon. There's a weekly tourist train, which they've opened, I think, in 2015. It has our name on it, I reckon. And there's a massive sliding door at the border entrance that just opens for trains and just closes into Popeville.
Wowee, a big sliding door for a train. That is something you do not see every day. Imagine that here. I mean, just about to go into Flinders and then bang, the door's shut. What are you going to do? But yeah, what a place it would be to visit, mate. We will find ourselves there one day, I reckon. So I think now we might have to wrap it up. I mean, just because we need to go now. So
Yeah, we're gonna
let's
go
go
now.
straight into the outro.
Well then, that just about wraps up episode 6 of the Stopping Your Stations podcast. Another one. That was pretty good, I reckon. I didn't like the quiz that much, but that's because I lost. But fair play to you.
I loved the quiz, mate. It dragged on a bit. That's okay, though, because we had a lot of fun doing it, and hopefully you enjoyed it too. So, again, we apologise for the inconsistent releases. We're pretty busy at the minute, both of us, but hopefully you enjoy the podcast once it is released. What a quiz too, mate. I mean, I'm up and about with that one.
I mean, it may be rated low for our line ranking, but it is still an incredible line. And I mean, New Year's resolution to the railways, that was sick, and history and future, it was all happening at the G.
It is. It's all happening.
Well, we thought it was. If you enjoyed, thank you for listening, and we hope to see you next time. See ya.
See ya.